GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set, ready.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Come on, set. 60 red. Hut.
Love now. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game?
Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Cowboys nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
At the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 4.
Down. Ready.
Another run for Gibbs here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. The Cowboys at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Here's Love. Throw left side. He's hauled in by Palmer. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
6, Mega.
Throwing. Love. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Palmer. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Come on, set. 33. Yep, ready.
Now Love. That's complete to his receiver, McCloy. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
At the 29-yard line.
Seven, our score after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Good.
A give up the middle, Judkins. And he stopped immediately there. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Ready. Ready, team.
On 3rd down is Judkins. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32, then a 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Striker. Check striker. Ready, ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
This is Brown. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set. 10 black. Hut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Opposite. Green. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Ready?
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Set. Ready. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
On the ready.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Smash. Here we go. Here we go. Set.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, round 7. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's to the running back, Dylan Sampson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From midfield, here's Tua. He's across midfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved. Call few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go ahead.
Two and a throw again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On play action, here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Judkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking to pass. Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On play action, love to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. downs across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at
A
the
really good
46-yard
pickup
line.
of 28 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 46.
Solo left Zion.
Again, here's Jenkins. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. And they hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Men down. Set, go on.
Well, they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
52 blue. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Ultra. Yellow. 43. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Steel, black, 60 red. 60 red, black ultra. Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Cowboys.
Pittman's first catch, good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Up the middle they go. Contreras. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Right. 97. Set. Hut.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Pushing through the contact. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play, 2nd down coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Down. Hut.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Ready.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Come on. Set. 45. Wide. Ready.
Love now. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Solo left side. Ready.
Now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Tua. Setting up the screen for Sampson. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Get set. Ready, T. Double one, high. High, high, high.
An inside run with Judkins. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Three yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
All right. 118. Out.
A give to the up man, the fullback line. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Hey, get set.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 17-14.
Cowboys 14. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go, set. Yellow. Ready.
Here's Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the set.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set. 10 black. Hut, hut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
At the 45-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
32. Set.
Again, it's Love. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the ready.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run it here with Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
21, Browns 17. Evan McPherson set to
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Tua going to throw. That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out!
On the handoff, this is Judkins. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Second down, 8 yards to go.
All right, come on. 18.
Now Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
That's good.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Throwing Tua. That is caught by Shakir. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Hey, trouble one. All right, go.
Here's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Here's Tua. That is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Set hut. Black 40. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. And that's complete to Brown. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10 black. Set.
Love. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22.
Now Love. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Touchdown,
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Tua to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Man over the middle, and it's complete. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here we go. Time for one final heave. One final try for Tagovailoa. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Cowboys, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL